Good morning. Good morning. Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show. We actually are up early for at least the last couple of months. Actually, early for me, right? 6:41 is our time. Doing a little bit something different. Wanted to try to get on by 6, but just that didn't seem to happen. And look at the voice and the this computer is driving me nuts. I can't figure out whether it's the computer or the internet service or what. I don't know. I think it's actually the computer, quite frankly. But anyway, we are up and running now. We'll probably go to let's see. I think we're gonna do 90 minutes today. We'll go to 8:15 because I want to let the computer cool off to reconnect with our friends at the New Jersey Morning Show at the top of 9 o'clock. So just to give it a little bit of a rest until we get the new machine, which is hopefully going to be inbound here shortly in a couple of weeks. Apple introduced a whole bunch of new machines, and we'll see what we can kind of piece together. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. Going to open up the comment section in just a brief moment. For the most part, right now, it's just slowly building some volume throughout the tri-state area, so not a horrible ride as of yet. We are starting to see a little bit of rain starting to populate in western Jersey this morning, so that's going to kind of hamper the later morning commute, so we got to keep an eye on that. John has the day off, so we're going to use the National Weather Service forecast to give you an idea what's going to happen for later today. All right, so with that said, let's get to our action here this morning. There we go. Let's take out our banner, and we will put in our ticker and symbol here this morning. Let's do that. And there it is. And our first comment, Anna, buenos dias. So early today. Yeah, I know. You and me both. She says, my son is driving the Clark this morning via the Parkway. How do the roads look? Well, asked. Sorry about that, Anna. This cough just sometimes kicks in, and it just really knocks the wind out of you. Parkway is good from where you are. Monmouth County, heading up over the Driscoll Bridge into Clark this morning, so he's good. He's in good shape if he leaves, now or a couple minutes or whatever. I don't foresee a whole lot of volume for probably at least another hour into this section. Even if it does, it backs up just north of 135 anyway. So I think he should be in pretty good shape. All right. So you know what? Let's do this first. Really depends on where you are as far as our temperatures are concerned. So again, these times are an hour behind. Temps are into the mid to probably upper 30s to lower 40s. I have 39 here in central Jersey right now. North coming in at 42. Calm winds. It's really the radar. That's what we want to start with first. So you can see here that this is just a little bit of light rain falling through most of western central Jersey at this point. Again, it's fairly light. It's not anything of any heavy capacity, except for maybe kind of riding the AC Expressway. 295, Ben Franklin, Walt Whitman bridges there seem to be a little soggy as well. But most of Pennsylvania is just overswept with a lot of rain, and that is kind of the trending forecast for some later rain this morning. Then this afternoon into this evening, it's going to be most of the afternoon is going to be fairly wet. So bring along the umbrella, before you head out. And it could come down fairly heavy as well. I just want to see which way this thing is trending. Kind of sliding in from the west to the east, almost curling down a little bit slightly. So I think eventually these heavier showers here will make their way up into the northern sections of the state and into the city here in the next 2 hours or so. Alexander, good morning. Good morning to you. Welcome. Uh, so far, so good with coming on early. Maybe 6:30 is maybe a better start time than 6 o'clock. Uh, just to try to grab some of the audience before folks head out to work. Coming on at 8 o'clock doesn't do anybody any good. So I think maybe we'll switch it. I know we were doing 7 to 9, but maybe a little bit earlier, 6:30 to like 8 may also be something in the cards. Again, I'm just playing around with the times to see kind of where things go with the analytics and stuff. So we'll figure it out here at episode 153. All right, let's go back to the maps here this morning. And well, you know what? Let's start here in Central and South Jersey just to because this is where we're starting to see some of the heavier showers. 55, 42, busy into the Turnpike and 295. 40, 322, Parkway, Route 9, Cape May, Wildwood, Ocean City, Somers Point, Atlantic City. That is good. Parkway 72, 206, 295, Pennsylvania extension of the Turnpike is good. 195, again, Parkway here in Monmouth County. Rolling along nicely. So is the Turnpike, Route 9, and also Route 1. So Flemington area, 202. Again, we're clear. 22, Central Jersey. Again, lots of green out here on all the major arteries. 78, the Parkway builds a little volume into the construction at 140. Turnpike, we're still in good shape. And what is this mess with these stupid bots or whatever this is? What is this garbage? Garbage. I thought I could block it. Can't. So just move on. Yeah, block user. There we go. User was blocked. Give me 1 second. Let me just delete these. Let's just delete these comments. We don't need them in here. Spam bots or whatever, and you can't get rid of this first. No way you can't get rid of this first one. Huh. Let's see here now. So again, for the most part, we're fine as far as volume is concerned. We go to the incident page as the water main break on 70. Right lane is shut at Cooper Landing Road and Cherry Hill. Cameras now. Still, 0 to arc 30 here. So we're and that's the water main break into the distance. While we're here, let's just check out some of the cameras. Of course, the only ones I want to bring up do not work. Try 295. Yeah, it's a really soggy start out here. Here's 42 on the inbound side at Leaf. See here, 42 at 55, already slowing into the construction. Try 42 at 41. Well, that camera is not really working. Working very well now, is it? Let's see what this looks like on 130. Another rotten camera. 95 West. Boy. Let's see here. 70 at Old Orchard Road. 70 at Radnor Boulevard is wet. 38 at Nixon Drive. Again, you can see it's definitely a soggy start. Let me bring things up a little bit further to the north, and we'll take a look at, of course, it's under maintenance. Every camera, it seems like in the state here, is always under maintenance. It's like, do they ever fix anything here with these cameras? I don't get it. Here in Princeton Junction, Route 1, still so far so good here at Ridge, as far as our precip is concerned. So again, it was just a little bit of light rain that was falling there. Again, just maybe moist out there, as we'll put it at for the time being. Um, go to the turnpike cameras. We'll take a look at the Parkway briefly. Um, this is going to be in Stone Harbor. There may even be, it's fairly cloudy out there, but for along the shoreline, you may even get a halfway decent sunrise here this morning, even though those clouds are populating to the west. So fairly cloudy start there. Let's go into Brick. Show you that. That's dry. That's fine. South of Asbury looks pretty good. This is at 117 in Aberdeen. South of the Driscoll, on the Driscoll Bridge itself is good. South of Colonia, north is starting to build a little more moderate volume. And there's the Riding Clark at 135. It's really south of 136, but it's going north here. You can start to see that volume already building. Union Tolls, 142 Tower at 78, still along fairly nicely. Let's continue up into 145 for 280. The Essex Tolls looks pretty good. 151. It's amazing that what I just don't get sometimes, and then this is going to be a minor rant, is that they've got the barriers here closing up the Larry Doby rest area on the southbound Parkway. Okay. I mean, you can't get in here, unless you drive right through it. And they actually have a police officer, unless that's a pullover. I don't think so. That was the way it was the other morning when I came up there. They've got actually somebody sitting in the car, and you can't tell me that they're sitting in the car 24/7 with the lights and the engine running. For what reason? The place is closed. There's nothing there to go. I don't know. I don't get that. I almost feel like they've written that into the contract, like overtime or something. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm missing that. Anyway, I digress. Here, 155p is good. Let's go to the turnpike now, because I want to look down to the south. This is at the Delaware Memorial Bridge. This is interchange 1. And it's soggy. Really is the band of rain is setting up right along the AC Expressway between like 3 and 5. South of 4. Here it is at 5. Just a little bit of light rain. Nothing terrible to write home about right now. This is at 7. 7A doesn't work. 8. We're dry. Molly Pitcher. Yeah, you can see it is a fairly nice looking sunrise there. Sunrise is coming up in about 15 minutes, give or take. Look at that. Nice. Wish I had a decent camera. I could show you a pretty good looking sunrise. 13 in the turnpike. Here's can't even talk straight. At 14, south of 46. A extension. Maybe we get one of these cameras. We get lucky. Yeah, look at that. Starting to back itself up, getting on the 14. But look at that. Oof. Nice sunrise there. Find a camera that's looking to the east. Nice kind of orange glow over Jersey City this morning. Very cool. All right, so it's 6:56 now. We're live on Facebook and YouTube this morning, so please join us if you can before you head out the door. Let's go to the city now. Dial in the city incident page here this morning. See what we've got. They're going to continuously put that stuff up there. State of the city address. Nothing really going on to the as far as incident wise is concerned. Outer Bridge, West Shore Expressway, that looks great. Eastbound Staten Island Expressway, heavy into the construction, Richmond Avenue, and building more volume. Pretty much up towards Toad Hill Road, and then into Fingerboard, Verrazano a little bit slow. Gowanus beginning to just populate some volume. Up and into Industry City, then across the top of the world up to the BQE. So this just slowly building volume as it normally does. Bell Parkway is good. Bay 8th Street, Bay Parkway. West on the belt is heavy here at Kennedy. The Van Wyck North and New Atlantic Avenue is busy. Southbound BQE heavy down to the Williamsburg Bridge. Midtown Tunnel, we're going to put it about 5 to 8 minutes or so. Ed Koch is good. A little congestion north on the FDR into the Ed Koch. Southbound side of the Harlem River Drive from the 130s all the way down to the RFK Triborough is busy. Southbound on the west side is crowded off the George. We will go to the westbound side of the Grand Central is heavy here. Out to I'd say LaGuardia, and then the westbound LIE is really just one long line of traffic from like Little Neck Parkway all the way to Queens Boulevard. Looks like there may be a hit here out by Clearview. Let's go up to the Bronx very quickly. Southbound Bruckner is heavy onto the elevated section there. Westbound Cross Bronx is busy at the Bronx River Parkway. Southbound Deegan is heavy right out of Van Cortlandt Park into the George Washington Bridge. So is the Bronx River Parkway as you head south. On over to the CBX. Upper East River crossings are in good shape this morning. Issues there. It's north on the Cross Island, heavy into Northern Boulevard, up from the LIE. Then again, some more congestion into Jericho Turnpike and Hillside Avenue. But getting out to the southern state so far, so good. Let's go to Long Island. And good morning, everybody. You're watching the Tri-State Traffic Show at 7 o'clock here on the East Coast of the United States. Facebook and YouTube are where we are at. Please pass it along to your friends here. Hopefully we can get a little bigger audience than we did yesterday. We didn't have just a couple people, and I think it was just because we were on later. But we'll see how the 7 o'clock hour goes. Misplaced commercial vehicle, Northern State East of Brush Hollow. All right, let's go to the cameras there. Let's see what we can see. Here, there's your misplaced tractor trailer. Right on cue. Although looking at, well, again, perspective it's all about perspective, right? So the driver is going to make it. They have to come all the way over here to the very, very far left to even have an attempt to even try to get through that bridge. That's going to need some state trooper assistance there to help that driver. So that could be a prolonged situation depending on if they get some help. But other than that, little blip here out through 107 Brush Hollow Road, it is going to be bots, these stupid spam things, whatever. I don't know how to get rid of these things. I don't know. It doesn't give me the option to get rid of it. Wow. Okay. Um yeah, LIE, everything is cruising along nicely throughout central Suffolk County, Hampton Bay, Southampton, east through Watermill, Bridgehampton on Sunrise Highway. That looks good. Out through Montauk, Shelter Island, Greenport, Orient is moving along fine. So what we do is now, first of all, let's just go to keyboard light up again. Two. We have 14 minutes to sunrise. 14 minutes to sunrise. Hey now. Hey now. Go to the city cameras briefly as we wait for our sun to arise. Sometimes the camera at fingerboard is looking to the east, and now it's looking on the actual road. Okay. Oopsie. Let's do this. Jersey Beach. Let's see what we can find. Maybe something populating to the east. Let's see. You have to sit through a commercial, and everything's got to be just crushed in commercials. Crushed. Everything is just crushed. Come on. Oh, oh my God. Well, it's like you can't make a move without having. It's just insane. Everything has to have a commercial on it. And then when you say to skip the ad, it doesn't skip the ad. Just want to see the camera. Oh, look at that nice sunrise there, huh, friends? Hey now. Look at that. Hmm. We may leave that one up for a little other action. Nice orange sky there. Let's bring that back in. Beautiful, right? Look at that. We thank our friends over at New Jersey Beach Cams here. Wonderful. All right. So fortunately I have to close out of that because it's just eating too much computing power. Go back to that just at sunrise here. So let's go to Connecticut now. Let's see what we've got. Just delays. Oh, this is interesting. In Hartford, crash 91 South, 2728. Right lane is shut. Tractor trailer versus fixed object. That's kind of interesting. A fixed object. Would it be a pole? Was that I don't know what. Alexandra, sorry about that. All these spam bots here. After waiting 2 months, I finally go to the DMV on Saturday to change my name on my license. Wow. You have to let us know next week what that process is like. I don't know if I've been in a DMV, and yeah, it's been a long time. So good luck is in order, maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah, that should be fun. Hold on one moment. Sorry about that. Just to get some water. Like I said, this you can probably hear it in my voice too. Just this cough. Remember, every now and then it just kicks in. I digress for like the 15th time. 8:25 here. That is looking good into Bridgeport, southbound on 95 into Fairfield, and then 95 is busy from about 18 down through 11, southbound side of the Merritt's heavy into about 41 or so. Kind of just normal stuff. Friends, I forgot to have to see if I can do this. Give me 1 minute here, and I just hope it doesn't nuke the computer altogether. What I need to do is bring this over to this screen, put this back up. Because we have add a little something different to the show. My good friend Christina Bear, you remember K Bear from the News 12 days, right? I work with her here, and we'll be doing so in about 2 hours for the New Jersey morning show. Okay. And she does these neat little entertainment clips that we're gonna play from time to time. They're a lot of fun. Just want to see how large of a file it is. Not a terribly large file, but they need to be transcoded um, into something that StreamYard can play. So I think we'll just we'll pick one for today. So let me just bring them over to the desktop if you don't mind. So when I close out of the session, I don't lose them. I'll close out of this. Let me just set the transcode up. I knew I forgot to do something here this morning, and I just could not remember what exactly it was. Remind me later for the update. Okay, so we're gonna go with the We're gonna go with the avatar clip. And if you give me just a brief moment. We're gonna do fast through 720p. And we're going to, well, for now, I will send this to my weather clips. Long because they're very short. Just give me a moment here. Sorry about that. Open. So you're watching the Tri-State Traffic Show. 7:10 is our time. We're just waiting for sunrise here briefly. Dr. Jones. And let me just close out of that. Oh, we got 4 people watching. Very nice here this morning. Beautiful. Let me just go to the branding here very quickly because I know you're going to enjoy it. And we will. Desktop. Weather hits. Avatar. Bring that in. All right, good. Excellent. So we'll try to she does these, I don't know if she does them every day on Instagram or every other day or once a week or whatnot, but she will just give you a sample of what it is. We'll play that at let's do 7:45 after the after weather. And we'll do it after weather and our sponsors at 7:45 because we're gonna go to 8:15 this morning. So let's make a plan for that. So stay tuned. Um, Lower Westchester for the most part is good. Water bottle again. Ugh. Let's see here now. Um, 218 has been shut for some time. 216, a crash there. Right shoulder is out. 52. 9G, northbound area of 308, right shoulder. Let's see here now. Oops. Sorry. Oopsie. So lower Westchester is good. So is Rockland County, 202, the thruway, 287, 84, Newer Beacon Bridge, 84, Lake Carmel, Hamlet, Brewster, 684, 22, Katona is moving along fine. Let's see what else we've got. All right, so friends, let's go to, well, just pause that for a moment. I'm going to bring this over to this window here and let me so I don't have to show the commercials here. We'll bring the camera back in again. Hey now, hey now, hey now. Remember which one is the good camera here. Let's try Ocean City. Let's see which way that's moving. There used to be a whole bunch of other cams where it was like Sea Isle City. That was a great camera. Sea Isle City camera was fantastic. I don't know what. I don't know what happened to that camera. No, that's in the wrong spot. So we got to go back to our original camera. If I can come back. I wish I remember the website with the Sea Isle City cams. Give me a minute. Let's see. Spring Lake. Oh, gosh. Don's Reef and Seabright. Oh, come on. Come on. That's going to take 10 minutes to do the stupid ad. I got to cut through all this garbage. Oh, oh. Every time you put it on mute, it doesn't mute it. It's literally like this is literally like YouTube. I mean, if you don't have the YouTube premium, you might as well don't even go to YouTube because it's pointless. Absolutely pointless. You get killed, you get wiped out in ads every 10 seconds. And this is courtesy again of our good friends at NJ Beach Cams. Boy, those clouds really rolled in quickly, huh? Sun is up. But and you'd be hard pressed to see it. Sea was angry that day, my friends. Wow, that's kind of disappointing. It was kind of a nice orange glow 10 minutes ago. And those clouds have really dialed in. Hmm. Okay. Well, that was a bust. So let's do this. Speaking of the weather, let's go to our radar. Radar O'Reilly. So you can see, a few more showers making their way in towards, let's say, the Mount Holly area, Philadelphia, just north of the AC Expressway now, like Long Beach Island, the Parkway, out through the Barnegat Tolls is starting to see some more heavier, steadier rain, I should say. A little bit of light rain here in Central Jersey, Middlesex, Monmouth, parts of Western Union, Somerset, Warren, Hunterdon, kind of slowly kind of dipping this direction. So let's go to the weather service. New York, and that'll put us right in the middle of the tri-state area, and we'll kind of work off of that. So we got 42 degrees here for now. Today, rain mainly after 8 o'clock. So again, the slow rain will slowly come on in. Between a half and 3/4, it was almost an inch of rain. So it's going to come down fairly heavy at certain times later on today. And then I think it may kind of shut off later on sometime this evening, maybe 6, 7 o'clock or so, give or take. And then, maybe another half inch. So it's going to be fairly soggy. And then the rain may continue into Friday morning early. And then after the morning rush hour, I think we're looking pretty good. Starts to get a little windy out there. Still mostly cloudy, but highs near 48. Uh, Friday night into the 30s, cloudy. Saturday is going to be a nice day, partly sunny, high near 43. Fifth low 32 on Saturday evening. Sunday, we have some rain there in the afternoon. So it looks like the Giant game is going to be dry Saturday Saturday evening, I should say. That game starts at 8:15 on Fox. But Sunday around 45, then Sunday night into Monday is where it could get a little bit interesting for maybe some in the area. Depends on where you are and how far that thermometer dips below, gets closer to 32 Sunday night into early Monday. And then, through parts of the Monday morning commute, you're going to be a little soggy. And then some partly sunny skies near 48, a little windy as well. Monday evening around 32, still 44 on Tuesday, and then 43 on Wednesday. So Tuesday evening, there may be a potential little shot of some wintry precip. But again, you can see, highs are into the mid 40s here going into, well, almost the last week of January, which is crazy, right? All right, so that's your forecast here this morning. Again, you're watching the Tri-State Traffic Show on Facebook and YouTube. Welcome comments here this morning, as Alexandra and Anna have joined us as always, and we thank them so much for joining us. So let's go back to the incident pages now. So we have a broken down tractor trailer 287 south of exit 3. There's a camera there. Down pole, down wires, Route 130 southbound Neck Road in Burlington. Let's see here. 27 camera around. I think they did, but it's just there it is. All right, so there's your accident there with your right lane out of service here. Expand on that. It's heading south here into Edison as just as you get closer to Route 27. Garbage. It's going to be right here, heading south on 287, getting into 27. There's no exit ramp for 27, but don't ask me why they've never put an exit ramp going south, only north. But it is what it is. As we head between exits 5 and 2, or, well, there's no exit 2, but in that area of New Durham Road. So be careful coming out of Piscataway. This morning, a little heavy as you make your way into Edison. If you use 287 south to get to 440 or the Raritan Center or the Turnpike. No, thank you. Is going to be a little bit busy. All right. Let's see here now. What do we want to do? What do we want to do here, friends? Bum, 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 bum. Where am I going? Getting lost here now. So there's two problems. There's a broken down tractor trailer and also a crash at the same time. Okay. Alrighty then. So we widen up the map. Now the parkway's starting to get busier now as we get to 730. Heading north of 137 in Cranford on up into 140. Turnpike still faring fairly nicely. No major problems getting up into 14. 13, 13A, 14. Bay Extension is going to be a little bit busy. 24 heading east here, starting to build some moderate brake check in towards just east of Columbia Turnpike. 80 looks pretty good. East of Route 15. 23, 17, 208 as you head south. As we get out to Fairlawn, Maple Avenue, that whole fun interchange. 17 Parkway, Route 4, that looks good. So does Route 3 and 280 as you get up into West Orange is fine. So to 78 Lebanon Clinton is good. 57 46 80 is looking quiet as well. 206 15 Route 23 now up to 94 in Vernon, and then 23 as you get up in towards the state line is good. Continue over to 202, 206, Route 1, some traffic light delays through South Brunswick, 18 in Edgeboro, Route 9, 36 in Hazlitt, Parkway 35, 18, 195 is quiet. Looks like there may be a little bit of something going on here onto Route 1. To the cameras. There is a camera there, I believe, if it's still working. It's this one. No. This one? I think it's this one now. 129. Of course it doesn't work. All right. So a little bit busy there getting north on Route 1 into North Olden Avenue. Not quite sure why, but it is. So we'll keep an eye on that this morning. Let's continue on to, well, again, the rest of Central Jersey, South Jersey is fine except for 55, 42. Normal bacchanal of traffic as you get into the Turnpike and up towards the Aljo Curve onto westbound 76, 676. That is good. Ben Franklin building some light volume as well. 7130. Again, this whole area is definitely a little bit soggy. We have 70 with that water main break. Is that still there? I believe it is. Let's see here. It is. One lane is down wires, Route 130 in Burlington. I think there's a camera here, though. No deal. No deal. Okay, so what do we want to do next? You know what we haven't done? We have not done transit. Let's dial that in. See what's going on the rails. We got delays here. Montclair 8:55 departure. Montclair State canceled. 7:40 Penn Station in the city is canceled. 6:55 arrival in the Penn Station is canceled at Newark Broad, Morrison Essex. Got funny how also there's just mechanical issues just popping up here. Let's see. Got equipment availability, 1, 2 canceled trains. There's 3, there's 4 and 5. Up to 30 minutes late because of EMS activity at South Amboy. Hopefully everyone is okay there. So we'll keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on the prize there as far as our canceled train situation. Again, you're watching Tri-State Traffic Show, Facebook, YouTube. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Roadway is slowly getting a little soggy out there, so be mindful of that. We're here at 7:27. We're going to 8:15 this morning. 7:45, we'll do weather again, sponsor check, and the Bear Buzz is a new feature here. That will be a little after 8:47 or so. So let's go to first lift is 10 to 11 in the Hackensack River testing scheduled there. Newark World Trade, watch for that. Harrison northbound station elevator is back in service. All right. Let's dial in the MTA now. Let's see what they have to offer us this morning. Partially suspended the 4 and the 5, delays on the 1 train, and planned detours and reroutes on the D train. Long Island Railroad is good. Metro North, New Haven, inbound New Haven line service delayed up to 40 minutes because of switch issue near Stamford. That's a big deal there. To near the Stamford area. Wow, that's going to affect quite a number of folks this morning. Let's see here now. Okay, so we've done the rails. Let's dial in SEPTA just to make sure everything's good there, which it is. Let's see here. Let's go back to our maps now. In Central South Jersey, we're fine. As we again look at that crash, broken down tractor trailer dialed out here. Go to the city. Let's bring in the city incident page. Just want to triple check, make sure nothing's happening. Crash investigation on 878. 878. That JFK Expressway? Rising Bridge, Queensbound. There is a lane shut to the Cross Island. 878. I think this is down in here, if I'm not mistaken. 678, 878. Where is that? Is that Rockaway Boulevard? Where is 878? Not a terrible deal. It's just that I am. Where did it say that was again? Eastbound 878 North Hangar Road ramp. The only reason I say it's down by the airport is just because it says Hangar ramp. got to be in here. Oh, there it is. I was right. It's right in here. Yeah. It's getting through or partially through the parking areas of the airport. Hangar Ramp Road. Who knows what that is? It must be out there. It is near North Hangar Road, right there. There you go. There you go, friends. So it is Nassau Expressway. I was close. A lot of help the road, quite honestly. Let's come off of this. So yeah, Nassau Expressway. What did I call it? JFK Expressway. JFK Expressway is this. Kennedy Airport can be one of the most difficult airports to get around. It's not easy. It's just not an easy. It just is not easy, quite frankly, to navigate through. Let's see. Anna says my son hasn't left for Clark yet. Are the roads still good? Let's bring it in. Let's see. Through Monmouth County Parkway looks good. Anna across the Driscoll Bridge is quiet. Now he's good. It's just starting to back up just north of the exit for 135. Um, so that is going to be in pretty good shape. I'm assuming he works either off of Central Avenue or Raritan Road up in this stretch here. So yeah, even Central Avenue again a little busy at Raritan Road, but when is it not? You know, I mean, it's just yeah, it's always that way. Okay, so yeah, looking good so far. 7:33 is your time watching the Tri-State Traffic Show, Facebook and YouTube. Good morning. We're going to 8:15, 7:45. Let's do another check of the weather. Sponsor and then the Bear Buzz will be the premiere. For that, we were doing the city. Yeah, so Staten Island Expressway East across the Verrazano is busy getting on up into the Gowanus is crowded, and then further up the line, we are looking at some heavy delays here across the up across the top of the world into the BQE. Southbound BQE heavy here, Queens Boulevard, all the way down to the Williamsburg Bridge, and then the Midtown Tunnel looking at about 10 minutes or so. North on the FAR Drive is crowded there into the 20s and 30s. Let's see here now. Southbound side, FDR is heavy just as it turns into the FDR at the RFK. Lots of abbreviations. So you know what? Let's do this. We haven't done this in quite a while. Let's do our round robin of the DOT cameras. Kind of give you a glimpse of what's going on here. So there it is, going to the Verrazano at Fingerboard on the Expressway. West Shore at Bloomfield Avenue is good. So is Highland at Arden, Highland at Midland, Outer Bridge at the Outer Bridge Crossing, I should say. Tyrellin Avenue. Who knows where that is, right? Eastbound Staten Island Expressway is busy here at Clove. Through Richmond Avenue, that's the long-term construction. Victory at Jersey. You should really take that camera out. It's just looking at a industrial area, basically. West Shore of Fresh Kills Creek, that also is in pretty good shape. Let's go to Brooklyn. Those cameras in. Delta Bay 8th, a little heavy both ways, a little sluggish going east here. Belt West is heavy at Flatbush Avenue. The Battery Tunnel is good. There's the southbound BQE there getting into the Brooklyn Bridge on the left. BQE inbound in the trench is just jacked as you get up into Atlantic Avenue and then out towards Metropolitan Avenue to the Williamsburg Bridge seems to be fine. Yeah, that moves. Inbound Gowanus is sluggish. There it is at the Prospect that's going outbound that moves away. Usually the cameras turn the other way, but Let's see here now. Off the Ed Koch, the lower second of 59th is a little bit busy. Fifth of 49th in front of Saks is good. Seventh of 34th is fine. Southbound FDR here into the RFK is just jacked up as well. Down to 96th is good. Through the Brooklyn Bridge is fine. Henry Hudson at 125. That is moving along well as you head south there. Henry Hudson is good at 96 in the West Street. Intrepid camera is a little blurry. Let's go to the Bronx this morning. Let's dial that in. Southbound Bruckner and Castle Hill is just jamming into the Bronx River Parkway. BRP 174. That looks pretty good. Westbound Cross Bronx, the Bronx River Parkway, normal mess there. North Deegan at Willis is busy. Cross Bronx at Clay doesn't look bad by Jerome Webster Avenue, I should say. Henry Hudson at 232 is good. The Deegan South here a little crowded at 230, and then the eastbound Cross Bronx off the George on the left that is going to be busy as well. And we finish up with Queens this morning. This the belt of one at 158 is really out by just west of Cross Bay Boulevard is good. Westbound is moving way out to Erskine Street in the shopping center. BQE here at Broadway is good. Grand Central out by St. John's 188 is heavy. That is the upper level to the Midtown Tunnel, probably pushing 20-25 minutes now. Maybe closer to 15, I should say. Jackie Robinson both ways at Forest Park is good. Westbound LIE is just jammed here at Queens Boulevard. That is the LIE here out by the BQE is fine. The Van Wyck at the Grand Central is a little bit busy as normal. And then the Van Wyck at Hillside is just a mess in either direction. And the Whitestone Expressway, getting up to the bridge, actually doesn't look, it's a little busy. Having traffic on the far left. As 7:39 is our time. Let's bring in the radar, shall we? See where we're at with our rain. See how much it's kind of training here. It's going to stop at 7:34. Still an easterly kind of jog to it, but looks like it may be kind of switching directions a little bit, heading slightly to the northeast. Let's see here. I think these heavier showers get into central Jersey here in the next hour. So it could be a little bit on the brakes, a little bit more. We widen up, and it's a fairly decent shot of rain. It's kind of like curling up and around and coming through. So yeah. So again, roadways are getting a little bit soggy out here this morning. What do we want to do? I'm going to close this out because the computer is going to just get wrecked. Let's see what we want to do now. Where do we want to go? Let's do Long Island. Let's see. That misplaced tractor trailer is still it is. Crash on the southern entrance ramp, left shoulder blocked out by the Meadowbrook, Southern State, left shoulder here at Bethpage State Parkway. There's the dog next door. Good morning. At least it's not squirrels, right? That's always a help. Let's see if they got some assistance here to the driver. What they're going to do is, I don't know. Sometimes what they have done in the past is that they'll let the air out of the tires. That will drop the height of the vehicle. I mean, you really only need to drop it maybe an inch. That should just slowly squeeze through. Now, whether there's another whether there's another overpass to the east of this, I can't remember. You know, I mean, obviously the driver did the right thing and not cream the overpass, which has happened many, many times. Jersey has the same restriction on the Parkway. North of I think it's north of 98 or 100 actually, because they allow trucks on the Parkway going in both directions between 100 down to exit zero. But north of, I think it's 100, Route 66, Route 33, that area. There's no, um, there is no trucks allowed. And that's because the bridges are too low. When they say they're too low, they are low. They just don't want trucks on there. But in most cases, you can still kind of squeeze the truck in the center lane through. Loretta, mom, good morning. Going to be another rainy day. Yes, it is. That rain could come down heavy later this afternoon. So mindful of that. Bring along the umbrella for the ride. So this eastbound Northern State Parkway is all tuned up into the Wantagh. Far back that goes, yeah, east of Powell's Lane. Not showing anything post. This is west of Post, just beginning to hit there at Post Ave. So let's go back on over to Long Island, shall we? There's the Northern State eastbound stuff. Now, westbound also starting to slow down because of rubbernecking delays. Westbound LI at 135 is heavy. Southern State here, just in between exits 19 through about 22 is busy. West on the Southern State is heavy here at 110. West on the LI is busy at Vets Highway. Sunrise Highway is fine. Rest of eastern Suffolk County is good through Watermill, Bridgehampton, Southampton, out to the normal delays for Watermill, but then out to Montauk, Greenport, Orient. Looks pretty good. So really no complaints there. Let's go to Connecticut now. That into the equation. Got just delays, except for that situation in Hartford, 95 South, 91. Tractor trailer and the fixed object. Love that. Tractor trailer fixed object. Let's go to the maps. And, 8 in Shelton, getting into the Commodore Hole Bridge is a little bit busy. Southbound 8 and 25 into Bridgeport is a little bit on the brakes as well. Again, 95, kind of normal stuff here out of about 18 through 18 through 10 or so. Merritt Parkway, as we go south from 41 down to 37, is busy, and then 95 is heavy here. Let's get into Stamford, exits 9 over to 6. That is going to be crowded. All right. So kind of normal stuff for southwestern Connecticut. Let's go to the Hudson Valley. Going on to the Hutch. No, 216, 218. Okay. Looks like it's just now. There's got to be something going on here on the Hutch going north. I can't imagine that being just volume into 287. Well, with that said, quickly show you that camera, and then we're going to go to weather. Of course, there's no cameras. They know that these are spots where it gets really congested. There's something going on north on the Hutch. That's going to pop up any second here, just south of 287, just north of North Street. That's definitely going to populate something shortly. It shouldn't be that heavy. It shouldn't be that bright red like that. 287 east in the White Plains, getting a little bit busier by the second. We continue to the Tappan Zee Bridge is good. Rockland County, things are fine this morning. Orange County, 84 Route 6. Newbert Beacon Bridge is clear. 84 is fine. Brewster is good. 22 south into Golden's Bridge, Katona, Bedford Hills, the Mount Kisco, that is going to be looking good. All right, so let's go to our weather here this morning. Again, John has the day off. So let me refresh, and that temperature is probably still holding strong at 42, which it is. This is for Central Park, Midtown Manhattan, just kind of split the difference here. So rain is going to be here. It's actually starting to lightly rain now throughout parts of central Jersey. It's going to be some heavier showers later this morning into this afternoon. Hopefully by 5-6 o'clock that the rain shuts off, and we're dealing still with some wet roads, but temps are going to be into the mid to upper 40s today. So about between 45 and 47, 48 degrees. And then there is still a chance of some rain this evening again, late into early Friday. And then that chance should shut off just as the morning rush hour begins. But temps are going to be close to 50, between 48 and 50. And then our 5-day forecast here, basically 48 for Friday, slight chance of rain. Saturday's a good looking day at 43. 45, mostly cloudy on Sunday, then a chance for some rain into the evening, into early Monday morning, but temps still into the mid to upper 40s. So we're well above freezing here. Again, there may be a shot at either very early Monday morning, late Sunday night. If temps in certain areas dip below, get closer to 32, you could see maybe a little bit of sleet in some capacity that may populate there, but shouldn't be anything terrible, but it could be a little bit slippery north and west. But Saturday looks like the pick of the weekend. Looks like it should be clear, or well, at least rain-wise. It's going to be a little cloudy, but it's probably going to be in the mid-30s if we're going to the Giant game in Philly. That game is Saturday night at 8:15. There you go. There's your weather. Let's do our quick sponsors here this morning. Oh, let's start with the Shaved Cave, 1471 Raritan Road in Clark, New Jersey, 908-325-6283. Modern, classic barbershop, modern kind of feel to it. Really nice shop. Great looking shop. In fact, they have the big screen TVs on with the games on. So go talk to my guy, Omar, there. Hook you up with a great haircut, towel shave, hot towel shave. They do everything there, fades, the whole deal. So whatever you need, they'll take care of you. I know Anna is going to be getting her son a gift card, and for her son, who works up in the Clark area. So again, Anna, make sure you tell him that he saw it on the Tri-State Traffic Show. Next time I go in, when I talk to Omar, be kind of fun to see what he thinks. But again, 1471 Rare Road in Clark, 908-325-6283. And we thank the shop, the Shaved Cave, for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. We're also sponsored in part by Maxim Motor Cars, LLC, as you will see on the screen there, 973-620-9060. out of Morris County in Dover, New Jersey. That's Route 15, conveniently located almost in the middle there on Route 15, between Routes 80 and Route 46. Looking for a quality used vehicle, definitely give Nick or Anthony a call. Again, you can see this Buick LeSabre. Interesting to see what that looks like in person for $6,000 for a car that's only got 42,000 miles and it's a 20-year-old car. Maybe even 21 years, depending on when it was put in service. It could have been in 2002, the fall of 2002 kind of a thing. Yeah, that's kind of little old lady from Pasadena kind of car. And, that could be a good buy for some. Again, the average price of a new car is $45,000. So these are definitely affordable cars. When you look at them, certainly not going to lie to you here. Some of them have some higher mileage on them. Maybe some minor damage, or not damage per se, but maybe it was in an accident, but the damage was fixed. But Nick and his father, Anthony, get all these cars, looked at, full inspections by certified mechanics. So, when you get them, they're in good shape. And again, these cars are good for, teenage drivers maybe, or just looking for like a station car, as they call it back in the day, or just something to, you don't want to pay $45,000 and you're just looking to have some wheels to get you from point A to point B. And every now and then he comes up with some specialty cars, so, and it's possible you can call him. I don't know this for certain, but if you give Anthony, Nick a call, I should say, and he may be able to find something for you if you're looking for something maybe specific. But I'm not sure on that. That is something you'll have to give Nick a call at 973-620-9060. We thank Maxim Motor Cars for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. And our good friend Darley Newman, we thank her so much as well for being part of the broadcast. Travels with Darley, a wonderful travel program on PBS Create as Amazon Prime. Wonder Motivation TV's journey. Go to darley-newman.com for more information on the big show in her 10th season. And the upcoming episode is, I don't know what this week is. Last week it was Turkey. The week before was Quebec. So let's do this. Roll a clip here of, let's do Wilmington, Delaware. This is part of season 10, and then we'll chat on the other side of the clip.
Hi, I'm Darley Newman, and we're traveling back in time here at Fort Delaware as we explore American history.
American history comes alive in the state of Delaware through various destinations open to travelers.
Do everything right here at the seat of the DuPont family in America.
Walking around here, you can really feel like you've stepped back in time. I was excited to come here, being Swedish myself.
When the Swedes and the Finns arrived here, this became part of the original settlement.
It's an extraordinary house, and that's why it's a National Historic Landmark.
Ordinaries were designed to feed and house the masses.
Signature dish here, shepherd's pie. I hear there are Pop-Tarts on the menu.
Mr. Biden does not engage in the occasional tipple, but we here in the First State absolutely do.
Wow, this is pretty extraordinary. On this episode of Travels with Darley.
So that's a little sample of season 10 with Travels with Darley, and you want to check that out in the tri-state area. So far, the only place I've seen season 10 is on New Jersey PBS at this point. Whether that will be eventually on Create, I'm sure it will, but I just don't know exactly what the timetable is. So New Jersey PBS, maybe the first to do it, to air it, and then populate over to channel 13 or LIW. So we'll keep on top of that. But go to darley-newman.com for more information, and also check out our sit-down interview we did last week with Darley here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. Give that a watch. Give it a thumbs up. like the video, and leave a comment, and let us know if you want to see more of that kind of content on the show. Wonderful interview I had with Darlie, just a lovely woman, and I really appreciate her helping us here on the show by sponsoring the show here, Travels with Darlie. So please go ahead and get a chance. Wonderful travel program once again, and just takes you around the world and to give you the best ideas, the best places to eat, drink, do some adventure, especially in the Quebec one, she's doing I don't know if it was really necessarily a zip line, but it may have been, but it was more like a bicycle on a zip line, which looked like it was really fun. Get a nice workout in as well. And that's really from the local angle, the local perspective that she gets in all of her shows. And that's what kind of the theme is for all of the broadcasts, is it's all about being local. So definitely check it out. Once again, darlie-human.com for more information. And also want to do a quick shout out to our OG, our original sponsor here, Ralph, over at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, 22 North Avenue West in historic Cranford, New Jersey. I'm going to leave off the phone number in case some have been calling and leaving messages, because he is not there. He's on vacation. He's on his winter break. He will be back March the 3rd, which is actually going to be coming sooner than later. It's going to be coming up a lot faster than you think. So he is getting some R&R, some rest and relaxation in sunny Florida. That's kind of his spring training, that he'll be getting that scooping arm back into shape for his 13th season, 14th. I think it's his 14th season, upcoming in starting March 3rd. So Ralph, if you're watching, hopefully you're relaxing, and hopefully you're not watching us here. It's at 8:00 in the morning and getting some well-deserved rest. And we'll have to do some kind of maybe little premiere on March the 3rd. Maybe do a little video of the opening of the season there for the Vanilla Bean Creamery. Again, March the 3rd. You can go to his Facebook page for more updates in case that date does change for some reason. At Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery on Facebook. And we thank Ralph so much for sponsoring the show. Now, as I mentioned to you before, and I said we're going to play this 10 minutes ago, but I'm very long-winded in everything I do, so this has gotten pushed back here to the top of almost 8:00. So again, as I mentioned, Christina Bear, very, very good friend of mine. We worked together for years in New New Jersey, as you're well aware, and we also work together at for Me TV, as well as the New Jersey Morning Show, which will be coming up in an hour. You'll see all of us together there. So she has been doing entertainment reporting for 20 years or plus or more. So she's doing a new feature for her Instagram account called The Bear Buzz. And we're going to premiere it here in about 20 seconds or so. But this is on her Instagram, so you want to follow at Christina Bear on Instagram to get your entertainment fix, your entertainment buzz. And we're going to go ahead and premiere that here now at 8:00. So sit back and enjoy.
Looks like The Way of Water has led to 3 more films. Just 24 days after its release, Avatar: The Way of Water has become the 7th highest grossing picture of all time. In an interview on Who's Talking to Chris Wallace, director James Cameron confirmed he already shot the 3rd installment and part of Avatar 4. He said, quote, "I know what I'm going to be doing the next 6 or 7 years." Avatar 3 is set for release in December of 2024, featuring the Ash people of Pandora.
All right, so there's the Bear Buzz. I think we'll run that one. We'll run that one again, or actually, yeah, we'll run that one again because I have to transcode it and it's a different format. But we'll rerun that again here before we come off the air at 8:15 here this morning. Give me 1 second, and I just need this quick. Okay, let's see where we're at now. So we're going to 8:15 here because we got to set up for the New Jersey morning show. I got to let this computer kind of do its thing and cool off and not melt and liquid. Right? As I mentioned to you before, there is something going on at the Hutch, and what did I tell you? Right on the money. North on the Hutch, just south of 287, there's a crash. So let's go to Valley. That's got to be the top of the list. No, oh, there it is. North on the Hutch. There it is. North of Westchester Avenue, south of 287. The thruway southbound after 16. There's a crash. Really, it's this Hutch is just a disaster. I mean, we're well back into Eastchester here, south of Weaver Street, Mill Road. I mean, that's probably going to run you. This is probably going to run you a good 15, 20 minutes going north here on the Hutch. Kind of think maybe some slight volume building through Rye on the New England Thruway because his word is getting out. As word is getting out about the situation on the Hutch, I think some friends are maybe opting for the New England Thruway. Let's see. We got a couple comments here. Sorry about that, Alexandra. Didn't mean to miss that. Go Giants, she says. Yep. And Connor, good morning to you, sir. Thanks for joining us. How did you guys like the Bear Buzz? I thought it was very good. Very well done. So hopefully we'll be able to feature more of that here on the show. Let's see here now. East along 287, east of Elmsford is busy into White Plains, but terrible ride. That's the Hutch is really that outlier there. You got to get off the Hutch here this morning. Maybe go with the BRP or the Sprain or anything to the west or east of the. Just stay off of this if you can do it. I'm sorry, this is Route 1 in Rye. It's not 95. It looked like it was the same, one and the same. But New England Thruway is going to be a much, much better option for you. So you want to stay off of that. Let's Thruway is good. 84, Port Jervis, Middletown, Goshen, Newburgh on 84, Fishkill, that is good. Lake Carmel, Hamlet, Brewster, 684, 22 is busy in Katona. All right, so let's go back to New Jersey now. We're going to do the sweep here. 46 West at Valley Road in Clifton is out. 287, still that tractor trailer situation. Southbound Parkway at 157. Lane is down there. Hey, no. So there's your crash on 46 in that construction zone. Look what it did to Route 3. Oofa. Backed up just east of the TikTok diner. Ouch. Oof, that's brutal. So is the 17 congestion out through Rochelle Park. That's a heavy ride. 208 heading into Maple Avenue. Is a solid ride as well. Let's see what else we've got. Eastbound 46 is busy into Route 3. 80, a little bit of congestion both ways at 287. Eastbound 24 is busy here in Florham Park. And then westbound is heavy as you lose the lane there by the mall at Short Hills. Parkway, again, really busy both ways through Bloomfield this morning. Then north through Irvington on into East Orange, both ways 280 across the Stickle Drawbridge. This is just the typical stuff for the morning. So really nothing crazy and out of the ordinary there. Parkway north, just north of 135 up to 137 is heavy in Cranford. Those, 439, which is really going to be, I got to get this right. I always mess this up. It's Elmore Avenue, I should say. Pretty heavy around Elizabeth. Turnpike, though, is good. Here's the 287 situation. It is all just tuned up here. Looks like we have another crash going north now. I would imagine that is probably rubbernecking delays. But There's the southbound crash. Pretty large presence here. Takes that one lane. Northbound is heavy here. Let's see if Durham Avenue, that camera is back in service. And this is looking south. That's south on the left. This is north. So there's the crash going north onto the shoulder. So pretty dialed out both ways here on 287. This southbound side is really tuned up. So let's go to the travel times. See what we've got. 287 south. Yeah, from 78 to the Turnpike, 22 minutes. We're looking at about a 45-minute backup. That's a pretty stiff shot. The late great Al Shearer would say, stiff shot. 18, pretty busy here this morning. Get out through Rutgers. And then 287 slowing down both ways, exits 10 through 12. That's kind of normal, but that southbound side, you got to watch. Watching us in Bridgewater or even Bound Brook, Somerville. Got to be careful getting on 287 heading south if you're trying to make your way out to the Parkway or the Turnpike or even Route 1. You got to dial it in here and leave yourself some extra travel time. Unfortunately, there's really not a whole lot of great options unless you, and I think this is the reason why 18 is all tuned up here coming south, because folks are getting off of 287 and trying to get 18 to take 18 down, passing Rutgers, that end around sweep back to Route 1 or the Turnpike. That's certainly a possibility for friends in Somerville, Bound Brook, and Bridgewater. Again, you're going to be sitting there with a lot of your friends as well until they get this out of here. I was hoping that this would have been gone already by now, but no deal. We head out to the west. 78 is good. Again, northwest section of the state is fine. But now we're starting to see a little bit more of the showery activity starting to populate here this morning. 29 in the Trenton Tunnel is busy. 295 into 1, that's also crowded. 33, 18. 195 Turnpike is moving along well. Parkway is good. Lacey, Barnegat, Stafford, Beach Haven. 55, 42. Definitely a crowded ride there at the Turnpike into 295. Let's see here. 2 Parkway, Middle Township, Cape May is good. Good. All right. Let's go into the city now. Kind of normal delays here, getting off the Verrazano onto the Gowanus. As you get up into the BQE, just one long line of traffic here this morning. Let's see. Connor says, yikes, not Route 18 being jammed. How about Route 18? How about Route 1 by Route 18? It's always jammed when cars are either entering or exiting New Brunswick. Route 1 at 18. Let's quickly go back there for you, Connor. You all right, my friend? It's just heavy here from the Turnpike into Route 1. That's just normal stuff. Nothing reported. Just all jacked up. Let's go to Staten Island now. West Shore Expressway heavy into Arden Avenue. Eastbound on the belt, we're busy here this morning, getting out to Bay 8th. West is heavy into Ocean Parkway out of Flatbush Avenue. Again, it's just the normal delays here on the Gowanus. The westbound belt is heavy getting into the Gowanus. There's something going on there, which I think was just shown to be possible here. Let's see. Down Gowanus. Let's see, inbound Gowanus there. Good. There's that westbound belt. So there's definitely something going on here. The camera just is not picking up on it. Because that's a part of the reason why I think this is all tuned up as well. Normal stuff in the Brooklyn Bridge. Oh boy, this BQE getting hit hard here, getting south of Queens Boulevard all the way to the Williamsburg Bridge. Midtown Tunnel is dialed out here about 15 or so. Ed Koch is good. FDR Drive pretty busy in the 90s. Then south again in towards the RFK Triborough. We go up to the west side is busy off the George. West on the Cross Bronx looks like there may be a crash there. At the Bronx River Parkway, southbound on the on the Bruckner, that's also going to be heavy as well. Oh, let's go here. That's west. Don't see anything there either. Right before Westchester Ave. Well, unless it just cleared into the Bronx River Parkway, I think there definitely was something at one point. Because it's just like blood red there. Deegan south of Van Cortlandt Park on over to the Cross Bronx. That's heavy. Upper East River crossings were good. West on the LIE is heavy here into Queens Boulevard. And then we go east here on the LIE into the Clearview is busy. Southbound side of both ways of the Cross Island, heavy at the LIE, east in the Grand Central, east of St. John's, that's busy. North on the Cross Island is heavy, getting up into Hempstead, Jericho Turnpike, both ways of the Van Wyck here at Hillside Avenue is busy. Same thing west on the Belt is crowded out through the airport. Let's go to Long Island. The outlier still is this tractor trailer misplaced on the northern state east of Brush Hollow Road, or west of Brush Hollow Road, I should say. So that is still dialed things out towards Post Road here this morning. Westbound is heavy as well, getting into that area with a lot of rubbernecking delays. LIE West here out through to the connector to 39. That's busy. Southern State, a lot of volume into the Wantagh, then again out to the Meadowbrook Parkway. LIE looks good out through 110, out through Vets Highway, Central Suffolk County. Again, things are fine. This morning, Sunrise Highway into the Hamptons. Again, traffic really looks in good shape. North Shore, Southold, Greenport, Orient, Shelter Island is fine. Let's go to Connecticut now. 8 and 25, still a little congestion here getting on to 95. 95 itself is heavy from 16 down through 11, and then from 9 all the way down through 6. Merritt Parkway is busy here in Route 7, which is going to be, I want to make sure I get the exit right. It should be 40 and 39. Creeping Hemlock Drive. Connecticut's got some weird names for streets. It's not like New Jersey with shades of Death Road, but 40 and the 39. Let's see how far down this goes to. I think it's going to be to about 36. Yeah. It's kind of normal stuff. Again, our issues here on the Hutch this morning, just stay off it. Really, that and the tractor trailer are really the two top stories. And the thing in Edison on 287, north on the Hutch, just jacked up here. This could probably run you about a half an hour if you're getting up to 287 out of just south of Weaver Street. So if you can make your way over to the New England Thruway, is going to be a better option. Again, or Route 22, Bronx River Parkway. Anything to the west of that, Route 100 will be a lot easier for you. East along 287 is heavy in Fairview. Really White Plains exits about 4 through 6 busy. Tappan Zee Bridge is fine. Rockland County is good. Orange County, all of the Hudson Valley is fine on 84, Route 6, 202 in Peekskill, 9, 134, 684 is moving well. All right, so let's dial in transit here. We're going just a little bit longer, and we'll do another airing of the Bear Buzz. I just texted Christina as I was doing to see if she was available to come into the chat for a second, but she's getting set up for the morning show. 2 canceled trains to the Montclair line, third cancel here on the Morrison Essex, 4-5 on the Northeast Corridor, and 20 minutes here because of equipment availability on the 817 on the coastline. Let's go to Path here this morning. Let's see if that doesn't take 6 weeks to populate. Close out of some of these tabs here. Sorry about that. We're going to do this. Path, come on. It's forever this Path site to load. I don't understand why. Hackensack mandatory testing there, 10 to 11 and 1 to 2 on Newark World Trade. So watch for that. You know, the one thing we didn't do was the Hudson River crossings, and I apologize because there really was not a terrible amount of traffic. But on average here, about 25 for the George, Lincoln, about 20 at the Holland. So maybe slight downtick in volume, but let's go to the MTA now. Let's dial in the subways. C&E, some reroutes. 4-5 in the D trains are delayed. Planned boarding change in the Staten Island Railway. New Haven line is back on or closed. Long Island Railroad also on or close to schedule system-wide. So let's do this. We'll do our shameless plug for the channel. Please, if you can pass this along to all your friends. Or the Tri-State Traffic Show here on YouTube. Hey, we got another subscriber. All right, we're at 127. I wonder who that was. Put him on the show. Yeah, if you can go ahead and put that out there and like and subscribe to the channel, it'll be fantastic here this morning. Check out our interview with Darley Newman. It was really, really good. She's an amazing person. It's an amazing show, and really enjoyed that. And hopefully we'll get her on again in the spring. Before she heads back out on the road for season 11. Yeah, please like and subscribe to the channel and kind of like the videos. That helps with the algorithm for YouTube. It's just a whole formula that I have no clue or understand of how any of it works. So awesome stuff. With that said, let's bring in the Bear Buzz here this morning. About Avatar. And again, if you weren't with us earlier, I said my good friend Christina Bear is now doing these entertainment segments on her Instagram page at Christina Bear. Just search for that in Instagram and that'll come up. And Christina's been doing entertainment stuff for 20 plus years. So very, very well versed in the entertainment world. So this is a new feature. We're going to hopefully be able to bring this in on Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays. I'm just trying to figure out the schedule with her and figure out how that it's all going to work out. So anyway, this is the Bear Buzz. Enjoy.
Looks like The Way of Water has led to 3 more films. Just 24 days after its release, Avatar: The Way of Water has become the 7th highest grossing picture of all time. In an interview on Who's Talking to Chris Wallace, director James Cameron confirmed he already shot the 3rd installment and part of Avatar 4. He said, quote, "I know what I'm going to be doing the next 6 or 7 years." Avatar 3 is set for release in December of 2024, featuring the Ash people of Pandora.
All right, so there is the Bear Buzz. Very, very nice. That Avatar ride at Animal Kingdom is wild. You have to, if you're ever there, you've got to try to check that out. That is that is some ride. You're gonna wait, but it's well worth the wait. Now, whether it's worth 3 hours when we went, I don't know. But anyway, I digress. All right, friends, I think that's going to do it here for the big broadcast on a Thursday. We thank you so much for dialing us up here again. Like, subscribe to the Tri-State Traffic Show. And I feel like the lip sync is off yet again. I'm hoping this new computer is what's going to solve it. I don't know, unless that's just on my end with the with my video here on the return. Not sure. But anyway, getting a new computer probably just not going to hurt the procedure. All right, friends. So thank you so much for joining us. Want to thank Mom. We want to thank Alexandra, Anna, Connor, everyone for joining us. Thank Christina for the debut of the Bear Buzz here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. Thank our sponsors, Ralph over at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, Omar, and Alex over at the Shave Cave, and Nick and Anthony at Maxim Motor Cars, and last but not least, Darley Newman at darley-newman.com and the Travels with Darley program. So we thank, again, all of you for watching. And tomorrow we're hopefully going to be on, and we're going to say 6:30 again. I think that worked fairly well as far as the viewership. So 6:30, I think, is going to be kind of the new start time for right now. Again, I'm just playing around with the start times and going to go back and look at the analytics and see what the numbers tell me. And we kind of go from there. All right, friends, don't forget to tune into the New Jersey Morning Show here on YouTube and on Facebook as well at On New Jersey. That is the website that you want to look for, and that comes up at 9 o'clock. All right, friends, have a terrific Thursday. Drive safely. It's going to be rainy out there today, so slow things down. Bring along the umbrella, and we'll see you tomorrow, everybody.